Hi everyone. So in this video here, I'm gonna talk about this modern handlebar. I actually have the compact version here, and I'm gonna compare it to the vintage style that I have on my Norco, or that I have here on my copy, which is right here. So in this video, I'm gonna explain to you what are gonna be the pros and cons of having this one, the modern one, which is opposed to the vintage one. And let's get into this video right now. So if you look over here, let's quickly take out the mirror and let you see it for yourself. So you see here, just over 17 inches. And let's compare this one here. I've done this before, but I just want to show you. You see, just over 15. You see the difference. We are talking about 2 inches of difference right there, comparing to vintage one, comparing to this one. So what they will do, is that for this one over here, when you rest your hands in here, you see, it will give you a very wide. So what's gonna happen? It's gonna give you that very wide, nice open chest. So when you ride, and just to kind of give you in perspective, the wider handlebars are. So you see here and here, your chest are gonna open nicely, and what that will do, you're gonna breathe much better, much easier on a newer style handlebar. So my advice to you would be, if you have issues suffering with your breathing, go with the wider handlebar. Your lungs are gonna be more open, your chest are gonna be open, and then you're gonna breathe much easier. You're gonna be more comfortable on your road bike. Another positive that I want to talk about, the modern ones are, they will usually work with a lot of different and thicker bar tapes over here. I'm gonna include this Dita Elementi bar tape down in the description for you guys that like to support my channel. So this is gonna be in description. Now, you can also use versatile bar tapes on a modern handlebars like this one. This will work, and this kind of will work as well. So you do have a lot of options over there, and that's something that I'm gonna, that I really find nice. You see here. Now let's get on the third pro on the modern. You see here, very nice, lots of grip. You see, you don't need to buy these, but I'm gonna include them in the description just in case. You don't need to buy these cycling gloves, whether it's Castelli, the MEC, nice brand. So you see, that is a nice advantage here. And now let's step over here and compare about the vintage ones. Oh, by the way, just one more. You see here, this one came with the compact style. So what this will do, you can rest your hand, you can come down and put your hand here. Usually there's a bigger gap in here, but since this is a compact, you see, you can kind of put your hand here, you can come down pretty quick. So those are the 4 benefits that you do have with these modern handlebars. Now, like you have seen, let's come back to the vintage one. You see, you're gonna guess right away. So we're talking about 2 inches of shorter width. So if you guys are having the issues with your breathing, it's gonna be a little bit. You gonna be less open arms, which is gonna be harder to breathe on this one. Keep that in mind. Now, just like anything else on this one here, putting this Dita bar tape on the vintage one is gonna look a little hideous. So with this one, you don't have that many options. You see, you can put this cloth bar tape, which is gonna be in description, or you can put this one that I have on my Cinelli handlebar. You see, this is Ambrosio. So you see, options are gonna be a little bit limited. You could put this Dita Elementi bar tape on the vintage, but guess what? It's not gonna look nice. So the bottom line is, you're limited over here. Now, another ones, you see, as I told you here for my gloves, If you want some comfort here, this handlebar is much, much thinner. If you want some comfort, you're definitely gonna have to buy these. So that is a disadvantage over the thicker handlebar, because if sometimes I just leave my house and I don't put my gloves on, I don't forget them, it's not a big deal. But if you want some comfort on these, that's gonna be an issue. Now, another small thing that I wanna point here, you see this one here? All these have kind of, they don't have the compact style, where you can put your hands here, and then it's much easier to you're gonna have a longer walk to put your hand in here. It may bother someone, with me it's not a big deal, but I wanna point that, which is a difference. Now, basically, you have choice to make. You either wanna go with the vintage, or you wanna go with the modern. As you can see, the modern one has, the modern handlebar has a lot of pros, not many cons. And this one, I would, if you have a chance, give it a try, see if it works. But by now, you probably know if you want comfortable, if you want more cushy, if you want better breathing, it's gonna be the modern handlebar over the vintage one. Hope you found this interesting. The links for the bar tapes and the gloves are gonna be in the description. I would appreciate if you can support the channel. Go from there. Like, subscribe, and take care.